Everyone to the back of your head. 1, 2.
Strength of the neck, very important in wrestling. Sometimes you're carrying your body weight and the body weight of your opponent all on your head and neck. So a strong neck is important. A well warmed up neck is important.
3, 4, 5. And let's bring it down.
Working hard on reverse push-ups. So on the back bridge, this is the front bridge. Again, working the neck muscles.
Bring it to the center.
And your body weight on your head and neck.
Bring it to the center. Bring it to the right. Bring it to the center. Bring it to the back. Bring it to the center. Bring it to your nose. And bring it to your center. And we're bringing it right. Center. Right. All right.
That's right, a lot of wrestlers have sit-up, side sit-up, called the oblique sit-up. Brings into play the side muscles of the abdominal wall.
Up on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. On to our drills.
Some drills.
On the mat, I need Foley, Duffy, 10.
Actual drills that are used to teach and practice wrestling maneuvers. Things you do in a wrestling match, or may do in a wrestling match. This is one way to do it. It's a way to become friendly with the mat, to learn that you will not die if you fall on the mat and roll over. Some people have to start that way to get that going. That was the roll.
Ready, roll.
And a paired roll. That takes a little practice.
Josie Joe.
And going back.
Ready, roll.
Jennifer and Mike, give a little hand there. That was nice. And again, the thing you use when wrestling to get behind your opponent, that's very important in scoring points, is to get around and behind an opponent if you're down on top of him. So the practice is to spin around, keeping your weight lightly on the other guy or lady, and get behind the opponent. This is practice for that. And that's how you take them down. Spin drill. One of the drills is actually very similar to maneuvers used in wrestling. You see the bridge and the spin sort of combined there. So they practice turning over on their strength of their head and neck alone.
Back. Right over. Left over. Back. Good job. Bring it down.
Again, speed, reflexes, strength, and knowledge, the elements of wrestling, all go together to make a good wrestler. Strength alone won't do it in wrestling.
Bridge up. Go.
You see the bridge and the turn with the weight of another man on top.
Bridge up. Go.
Again, a drill that's very good if you can do it during a match.
That always happens.
It's the slinky drill. Excellent. Rick and Michael. And the action is on.
Oh, this is a Joe Bowman photograph.
2 points.
2 points for the takedown. Mike got the 2, took Rick down with a single leg, rolled him over for back exposure, put his back next to the mat in a roll, did it again, and picks up a point each time he exposes the other man's mat. Reversal now, and 2 points for Rick for reversing and taking the control position on top. And points for the roll. Each time you roll the man over, exposing his shoulders as back to the mat, you pick up points, 1 or 2, depending on how long they were there. This is the international freestyle style of wrestling, the old same style used in the Olympics and in the Gay Games, where the explosion of the mat of the back brings you points every time, where a pin is only a split second of actual touching of the shoulders to the mat. Mike working on the legs, spins Rick over on his back and picks up a point. Once again, can't do it twice though. Still in control. Rick flips, Mike picks up 2 points there. Both men eyeing each other, vying for position. Try for a headlock. Takedown with the headlock. 2 for blue. Blue on the bottom, red Mike on top, working again to flip his man over the back and pick up points, or else break him down and take him to a pin, trying to break down his points of support and take him to the mat. Picking up a leg, trying to drive him forward and down, trying to turn him with that leg. And will he make it? Rick trying to stay glued to the mat. Nice. Right over, picked up another 2 points. You're seeing all the ways that points can be earned in a freestyle match. The international rules. Well known in Europe and the other parts of the wrestling world. In the United States, a lot of the college and high school teams wrestle under the collegiate rules, which are somewhat different. 2 for blue, exposing the back of Mike to the mat. Cross face by blue. That is having your forearm across the other guy's face, controlling his head and neck. Again, keeping the head down, calling that a stalemate situation. No one scoring any points or significant advances, so Tom brings both guys to their feet, starts him in the neutral position standing, and they tie up, coming together in the traditional wrestlers tie-up. One hand on the neck, one hand on the other man's arm.
How long are we going? 5.
Okay, we have 2 minutes left in a 5-minute match. That's the same length of time, style time limit, 5 minutes, no breaks, no rest periods, just solid wrestling.
2 blue.
Time for a modified fireman's carry. In again with that front body lock, trying to roll the man, going now behind and between the legs, crotch lift, and trying to flip him over that way. Trying for the gut wrench, grabbing him around the abdomen and trying to roll him over. Didn't work, so he tries a leg twist turn.
1 point blue.
And secures a point for exposing the other man's back. This is some of the most exhausting work you can do. Again, the back exposure. Turned the man's back past the 90-degree mark, toward the mat, and picked up points for it. That's how you do that. As you can tell, both men breathing heavily and really putting out a lot of energy and effort. That's what it takes. It's solid, controlled expenditure of energy. And in a 5-minute all-out effort, pacing is important. 5 points, that was what we know as a full or grand amplitude throw, where the other man was tossed high in the air and came down on his back. 2 for red. As he takes down Ricky, trying to roll him by grabbing his elbow and stepping over him. Picking up 2 points in the process. That's the time limit. Okay. And women